calls timeout.
And, you know, he's always, Aldridge, been a great shooter from everywhere. But don't forget, also terrific at the free throw line as well. I mean, last season he was excellent among power forwards, only second to Dirk Nowitzki.
Takes a three. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. It's stolen by Bradley. Inside. Here's Lee. That's tipped. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
You know, and with Aldridge's great shooting ability, I mean, he doesn't have to put the ball in harm's way. He has always done a great job of limiting his turnovers, and that's an underrated aspect of his game. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Okay, Dallas, now stepping onto the court for your entertainment are the Dallas Mavericks dancers. Give it up.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Julius Randle's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Green comes in for Courtney Lee. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Bradley. It's stolen by Green. Down low. Cassell gets the bucket.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Spurs working the ball around now. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Kemp dishes to Valanciunas. Hangs in the air. And it's sent back by Aldridge. The drive by Green. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And Valanciunas penetrating.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Laws's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives, you know, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
In talking about Lawson's defense, he was down in steals last season. But a part of that is because he stopped gambling as much. He's learned where to pick his spots.
Getting back to Ty Lawson, he's under 6 feet without shoes, relatively short wingspan as well, yet he's always had to deal with size limitations on defense. But he uses phenomenal anticipation and speed to win more than his share of battles at that end of the floor.
Cassell kicks to Green. Takes it from 10. And the shot no good, a bit short.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Took him no time at all on that one. Cassell's got 8 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Williams with the steal. Here's Green. Offensive rebound. Jones kicks to Green. Hibbert up top. Gazelle, the pass to Hibbert. That is good.
Roy Hibbert.
Spurs leading by 22. And Gibson, here we go.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
The Mavericks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And so he hits both. "11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Down low. Bogut. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Spurs out in front, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Kemp is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Lawson. And it's Oladipo in the shooting guard position. And Kidd-Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Aldridge misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Lee outside. On the wing, Williams. Fires the three. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And now running up the court, Kidd-Gilchrist pushing it up.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Jones kicks to Randall. Raiders on the wing. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And Oladipo kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. There's the bucket. Good. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 6 points in the quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Back to Valanciunas. It's tipped. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. No good from Bogut.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Gazelle, the pass to Brantley. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nice job coming off that screen. 15 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Lee kicks to Aldridge. On the money from 12 feet away. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Iguodala kicks to Bogut. A marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Rubio dishes to Iguodala. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the basket by Rubio.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Shots good by Gibson.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Here's Cassell. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful